and kick on this beautiful March 13th, Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Made it to Friday. And the topic today. Oh, actually, give me 1 second. Small wins rewire motivation. And look at this. Right from the start, I got my notes pulled up for you guys. So why do some people stay motivated? Oh, speaking of stay motivated, staying on really quick before we get going. I'm going to share this on screen. What's up, RPMS? How are you doing? You see this? It's today's date. Just sharing my goals. And then for like the short-term goals, what I need to do is like, I'm going to go on Monkey. So like later, everybody's like, what's Monkey? But basically I got to put in work to get closer to my 200. And then the pull-ups, I just got to stay in the gym. But yeah, back to people. It's not RPMS. It is RPMS. Oh, it's not. It's RPM. Oh, shoot. I've been calling it RPMS the whole time. My bad. RPM? Is that how you say it? Just not S? RPM. Okay. There's nothing easier we can use? RPM? It's fine. But look, now I'm not missing my chat because I got my chat right here to my right. But all right, RPM. All right, why do some people stay motivated for months while others quit after 3 days? Whatever, you don't care. That's cool. It's definitely not RPMS though, right? Not RPMS. But well, most people believe that motivation. Yeah, people think the reasons the people that do quit after 3 days, they think that the ones that don't quit have some special sauce motivation, but it's actually not true. Like motivation comes after you've made some progress, some small progress. People think, oh, some people are just motivated, and that's not the case at all. Like you have to be motivated. I mean, this is what everybody says. Apparently, I'm not I'm not saying I am the authority on motivation by any means, but the stream is choppy. I bet it's because I'm streaming to 4 places. Let me kick off Kick, and you tell me how it goes then. I just kicked off Kick. Let's see if this is any better. Let me change my... Thank you for telling me. Let me change my bit rate. Boom. All right. 6,000. Is that any better? So I just... Hello. What's up, Josh, on Twitch? How are you doing? So small wins are not trivial. Small wins rewire your brain's motivation system. Motivation is not like something some people have and some people don't have. RPM, is it any better? Still doing it for now. Shoot. Can you hold on? Let me check. It should be good. I think. You sure it's not you? Because let me check on my end. I mean, I'm gonna have to. Oh, hold on. I can mute it. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Let me check. No, I think it's. It looks pretty. It should be good on my end over here. Though I do have it muted. It could be. Let me try my Kick. No, it looks perfectly fine on YouTube. I'm watching YouTube and my stream looks like it's, except I am off center. Oh, I guess, and it is sometime back. It could be. Okay, awesome. Yeah, yeah, we're good. Is the audio good? That's the real question. Damn, so it kicked off kick for no reason, huh? And I could start him right back up, I think. All right, if it gets bad again, let me know, because I did just start kick back up. And 6, but yeah, it looks like all of them are getting 6 point something. Yeah, pretty good speed. All right, motivation is not a personality trait. It is a neurological feedback. So yeah, to stay motivated, you gotta complete little actions that will make you feel motivated. I'm good. What's up, Josh? Not much. Talking about motivation and how some people have, some people, it seems like some people are always getting things done, and other people, like are treading water. And I have, I've tried to get better about being the person to get shit done. So, and it is true as far as like small wins creating motivation. So society teaches a flawed model. They teach that motivation goes to you. First, you have motivation. Like motivation comes out of nowhere, and that's definitely not the case. This is wrong. So in reality, first you have to have an action. So, which will give you a small win, and then that gives you motivation. Is it good, RPM? Yeah. And it's probably for sure like what's it called? A good bit back. It's probably lagging like 20, 30 seconds. So from the moment I ask, by the time you type, it's probably already 30 seconds to a minute. And I do realize that. So I'm getting texts. I'm getting this is yep. Yes, just chat on Kick. It's just YouTube. Oh shoot! And on Kick, I don't even have my Kick chat up. There we go. I don't know. Oh yeah. Nice. Okay. In reality, yep. So somebody who wants to get in shape, if they want to feel motivated, they never if they're waiting to feel. I've always heard people say, "I'm gonna start jiu-jitsu," and I really don't have a good reason, but what's up, Form Goose Foundation on Twitch? But the brain says something worked. The tiny success becomes fuel. For me, like just every day, something I do that gets me, I don't know, it gives me some motivation. It sounds crazy, but making your bed as the first thing you do to start your day is going to make you feel like you already accomplished something. So if anybody here doesn't make their bed, I would strongly recommend making your bed. It does a huge amount of benefit to you. Also, aside from, giving you that feeling of you completed an accomplishment, you're taking off your basically taking away the option to get back in bed away from yourself. Once you make your bed, you're not going to lay back down in it, hopefully, right? So, it's a great way to start off your day. I'm surprised how many people do not make their bed. But next, what happens in the brain? Dopamine is a progress detection. It's not really how, they say it's your feel-good hormone, but it's also you feel good because you're detecting progress. Your brain releases dopamine when it detects movement toward a goal, improvement in any way, and achievement signals. So yeah, improvement and feeling good, whatever. Small wins trigger because they signal you are moving forward. Right. So if you say, I'm going to start lifting weights, and you want to lift all this big weight, but you can't, start off with the smallest, you got to start with the smallest, and it's okay. You got to work your way up a little bit at a time. So small wins obviously trigger dopamine because they signal you are moving forward. This creates a reinforcement loop. Yes, 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 we know this. But explain the loop clearly. You take action, you achieve a small win, dopamine reinforces the behavior, and then your brain becomes more willing to repeat the action. So over time, this becomes momentum. Momentum isn't in like, I feel like I'm pretty good, but I break my own momentum. I'll go to the gym for, 4 or 5 days, and then I'll break for 2 days. And then it's like, it's the 2-day breaks that kill me. So I'm guilty of some of this stuff I talk about. The 2-day breaks will kill me. But motivation is something you summon. It's a side effect of momentum. Why people quit? Most people fail because they design goals. I'm not going to fail. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely going to hit my 10 pull-ups by May 1st, regardless, for sure. Shit, I'll do it on video. And believe that. And then, yeah. Let's keep going. They create goals that are too big, too slow to produce feedback, too far away. Examples: lose 50 pounds, make $1 million. Right. You got to make your goals trackable. Right. That's actually a great point. So yes, you got to dream big, but that could be like your long-term goals, like your 5-year and 10-year goals. But, if your first goal is like, oh, I want to become a millionaire, and you don't even know how to become a thousandaire yet, you got to learn, take steps. But, lose 50 pounds, but you haven't lost 10 yet, Make $1 million, become successful, blah, blah. These goals produce no immediate win signal. Right, there's nothing to track. That's actually, without feedback, the brain assumes, so examples are everywhere. So yeah, experience bars, that's actually funny. That's exactly what I have on my wall. Remember? I shared it. Oh, shoot. Here, I'll do this. Full. 1 second. Oops. Face. Yeah, you see the bar? The progress bar. It's like a thermometer. It's to 100 subs on YouTube. But anyway. Whoa, that's my face really big. Let's fix that really quick before I put that back on my face. So yeah, you got to have progress bars. They're really good. They keep you motivated. So exactly what this is saying. Scoreboards, that's why they have these big ass scoreboards at sporting events. You go to a sporting event, why do they have, everybody's like this half the game, looking up at the scoreboard and the screen instead of looking up at the actual game or down the game. It's crazy, actually. Why are games addictive? Because they deliver constant micro wins. Level up, unlock ability, complete quest. Each one fires a motivation signal. Right. Your life can use the same mechanism. How small wins compound. Small wins do 3 important things. They reduce resistance. The brain stops viewing the task as threatening. They build identity. Every small win reinforces the idea, I am someone who follows through. Right, and this goes back to confidence. They create momentum. Progress becomes self-sustaining. Small actions grow into large outcomes. Right, we're not going to do all that. Designing small wins. So yeah, if you want to give yourself some small wins to love it, definitely. Sometimes chipping away at it with shorter term goals helps to build momentum. Love that. Yes, sometimes chipping away at it with shorter term goals helps to build momentum. Exactly. So if you do small things, Strobe on Kick, yeah, like 10 push-ups, 5 minutes worth of reading. If you want to start reading more, you're not going to be like, I'm going to read a book by the end of next week or this week, I guess you could, depends on what kind of book you're talking. Definitely by the end of the week if it's I'm talking about like 400 or 500 page book, And even then, I guess, depends if you're starting the beginning of the week. I get it. My point is, you know, if you make an unreachable goal, right, it's not gonna do you any good. Make completion obvious. So you gotta have it clearly, right, you gotta have a clear defined finish line. A go, like a marker that you can, you know, physically, tangibly write off and say, hey, it's been hit. Is this off-centered or am I off-centered? Make them frequent. Daily wins build faster momentum. They surely do. And I need to, you know what? Instead of going, this is where I'm messing up. I'm making it okay to take 1 day off at the gym, which is making it okay for me to take 2 days off. I'm going every day from now on. So that way there is no days off. So starting today, and shoot, again, this is me holding myself accountable. This is a great topic. I need it. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's motivation doesn't just, people think, you know, oh, some people are just motivated. Nah, that's not true. They build motivation. And today, you know, the energy today is like, ugh, I didn't even want to stream today. But it is what it is. Confidence is built from evidence. The real power of small wins is identity change. You stop thinking, I hope I can succeed. And instead, you start thinking, I execute daily. Confidence is built from evidence. Exactly. It's funny. We were talking about it yesterday. Every completed action becomes proof that you can follow through, proof you can improve, proof you can progress. The compounding effect. Small wins look insignificant in isolation, but over time they produce discipline, confidence, consistency, and momentum. Momentum becomes unstoppable, which is, I mean, that's the whole definition of momentum, right? Is that it's moving at a constant rate, isn't it? Something like that. Is that what momentum is? Shoot, let's look up the definition of momentum really quick. The quantity of a motion of a moving body measured as a product of its mass and velocity. The impetus gained by a moving object. The impetus, the vehicle gained momentum as the road dipped. The quantity. Oh, okay, so, right, but it has to be moving, right? Not constant, it's just moving. I was wrong. So it has to be just at moving. Basically, there has to be movement. All right. And momentum becomes unstoppable. Success usually comes from boring consistency. Right, that's what momentum is. It's just somebody that's frigging consistently doing the same shit day in, day out. Somebody with a routine. You know, would you like look at the armed forces, you know, the services. You can say what you want, but those are some regulated, routine-ass people, yo. They got the regiment down to a science, you know. They all in shape, you know. I mean, down to last one, you know. They got that shit down. Like, it's proven, you know. Look at anybody in the, you know, they just went through basic, like, and yeah. I mean, stop waiting for motivation. Start collecting small wins. Every small win tells your brain progress is happening. And when your brain believes progress is happening, motivation becomes automatic. Yup. Then you don't have to create motivation. It's created through your actions. And when your brain believes progress is happening, yep, massive success is usually nothing more than thousands of small wins stacked on top of each other. That's true. That's a million times true. So That's the topic for the daytime. So look, I'm just gonna straight discard the notes. We used them, right? Now we're going to Reddit. All right. So yeah, build momentum. I'm gonna try. No, I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try anything. I'm going to start going to the gym every day, even if it's for 10 minutes. I'm going every day. And once I get in there, it's gonna end up being more than 10 minutes. But I'm going every day. So that way I don't have an excuse to say, oh, I had a day off. Shit, my cousin is working full time right now and going twice a day to the gym, he said. Bruce Lee said, do or do not do, Stroby said. Yeah, he did say Bruce Lee. Or he did say Bruce Lee. He did say do or do not do. And usually better is to do it, like Nike. Am I reacting to this text I found on my partners recently? Right on. My back's killing me right now. Lol. This snow fucked me up. Where are you located? How, babe? Arthritis? Nah, lol. Just did a lot of snow blowing. Where you at? Somerset? Not too far. Wish you had an SUV or something. Lol. I'm home alone now and could use some tender loving care. I mean, whoever can get out first, if I can just jet over there. Yeah, you think that's a fucking problem? What? I need a new massage girl too. 150 at Pars. I'd rather help. Oh, so what the fuck? Yeah, he's trying to hire a. Is he in green? Yeah, I'm not gonna charge you that much, especially because I charge that for full service. Nice, let's go. Oh, get that car out. I should be home alone later too. I mean, I don't have a car. It's about one day show. Let's out of here. Oh, well, let me know. So he's in the green. Oh, you get a lot of comments. Pretty much what the title says. My partner of 4 years, 44 male, had these texts and has recently deleted. He says he did nothing wrong and was just talking shit and was only looking for a massage, but didn't go through with it. To me, it reads more as he was down for the full service. Full service is never stated as what it is, but he found this and other numbers on Facebook Marketplace, which I believe at this point. If he wanted a massage, why not go to a real massage therapist? I'm just wondering if I'm reading into this too much and overreacting, or is this as weird as it seems? We separated over this. He says I'm being dramatic. How long were they together? My partner of 4 years. He says I'm being dramatic. I mean, he might have never intended to go through with it and was just talking shit and was just talking shit, but that's still a bad excuse. Was just talking shit, but that's still a shitty thing to do. It's still a shitty thing to be doing. I forgot. I'm not just typing to myself. I mean, he might have never intended to go through with it, and was just talking shit. I don't know why that's capitalized. And was just talking shit, but that's still a shitty thing to do. Not to be doing, to do, be doing, to do. Shitty thing to do. Yeah, on to the next one. This is not interesting. We need something new. And we didn't even check our. Somebody replied to our comment and replied to our comment. All right, what is this? This topic should have been picked within the first. Oh yeah, this is the kid that whatever, they had a group project. It's not that serious, and none of the kids. Like the other kids were picking a topic. I guess I will wait for spring break to be over and I will send them a message on Monday being like a good morning, everyone. I think we should decide our topic by today. This is what I think we should do. If somebody doesn't think we should do that, let me know. I really think we should spend the next 3 weeks doing our own individual research so that we can spend the last 2 weeks writing it and then we're going to work together. I don't know, like this is annoying. I'm really nervous about the rest of the paper and I have an A in the class and I'm planning to keep it that way. This is 15% of my grade. I'm getting really nervous about the paper when people can't even choose the topic. You'll be okay. But I mean, I understand. It sucks. It sucks that yeah. It sucks that your educator puts you in a position where the, well, I could see why they do it though. It's like testing you how you will work at work, how you'll work out in the field. It sucks that you're educated. No, it doesn't suck that. It doesn't suck. So maybe the reason they make you guys work in groups is to see how you will do out in the real world. I mean, that only makes sense. That if it was really, the question comes down to really the question, the dilemma here. The dilemma here is how important that 15% of your grade. Really, the dilemma here is how important that, and yeah, I heard you. Really, the dilemma here is how important that 15% of your grade. Really, the dilemma here is that how important. Really, the dilemma here is how important is that 15% of your grade to you. True, and most companies have teams nowadays, so you need that skill. Right, teams, what are you talking about? Teams like the app or teams? Oh yeah, teams like to work, you gotta work as a team. Right. Maybe the reason they make you guys work in groups is to see how you will do out in the real world. Really, the dilemma here is how important that 15% of your grade is to you. Is it worth making a big fuss within your group to demand what technically you'd be right for, but not liked for? Right for, but not liked for. Is that a good way to put it? So, is it worth making a big fuss within your group to demand what technically you'd be right for, but not liked for? Does that make sense, Stroby? This will tell me how long the lag really is here. But really, the dilemma here is how important that. So maybe the reason they make you guys work in groups is to see how you will do out in the real world. Really, the dilemma here is how important that 15% of your grade is to you. Is it worth making a big fuss within your group to demand what technically you'd be right for, but not liked for? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Dmitriy Questions on YouTube explains it better. On YouTube explains it better. On you, we gotta use code. YouTube explains it better. Explains. Yeah. So, I mean, I do explain it better than I can type it in these little comments. So I'm not even like lying. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. Right, because she would be right for it, but they wouldn't like her for making a big fuss about it, Yeah, I just made a little rhyme. You would be right for it, but you wouldn't be liked for it. Yeah. All right, on to the next one. All right, reply to your comment about What if it's just another guess thing? Oh yeah, it could be that, but I'm not skittish and my reaction was fast. You might be, this person is just freaking out. Yes, but you might be, yes, but you literally might be the creepier if they're just another guess. Just another guess. You don't know. Unless they do something, unless they are affecting you in some kind of way. Is it affecting you? Affecting you in some kind of way. All right, yes, but you literally might be the creep. Not the creep. Might be. Yes. Okay, it could be that. Yes. If they're just another guest, I don't need to say that. But I'm not skittish, and my reaction was fast. Yes, but reaction was fast to what? Reaction was fast to what, though? They didn't do anything except the same thing you did. Same thing you did. Eat and go back to your hotel room and go back to your hotel room. Yeah, she was like, I was at this hotel and there's these people at the breakfast place where we're eating, and he was looking at me, and then when I was going back to my room on the second floor, he was also there on the second floor. So I phoned reception and reported this to them. I also phoned them again at 2020 and asked them to document this as an incident and send security to floor 3. Apparently they sent security. I let the Jet 2 holiday representative know, and I asked if he could document what happened and move me to another room. I didn't want to move originally, but I realized it is best. Yeah, right. She probably tried to get a free upgrade. I'm going to travel home. I'm speaking to my family. I don't want to be out here anymore. This is such bullshit. This is crazy. Look at this. She went to get, this is insane. Insanity. So she's a female. So did you see this, Stroby? Have you seen this? This is insane. Those were accents low above. Oh, that's cool. I don't care. You could drop them. What, these things? Yeah. But what if it's just another guest staying on the same floor as you? Yeah. Then I went to get dessert and wanted to see if someone were on the other side, so I walked past him by accident. Then so she walked by this person. Then when I was ready to eat my dessert, I moved to a table up close, doors and balcony. He then went through those doors onto the balcony. Who cares? Not long after I almost hit my door, I saw him walking towards me, so I rushed to my door and got in immediately and then locked the door. He was walking to his fucking own hotel room. He wasn't walking to you, weirdo. Yeah. You should, Dmitriy, yeah, let me tell her. You're a fucking weirdo. Sorry. We'll explain better. Yeah. So, yeah, your reaction to nothing. The guy was literally walking into his hotel room. Stop fucking reporting people for nothing, weirdo. You're being weird. Stop reporting people for bullshit. It's not about you, ma'am. Right. Like, what the fuck? She sounds crazy. Haha. Not the whole thing yet. Right. She sounds crazy. That's what I said. Did you read this shit? And this is somebody serious. And she's like, look, and then she's like, it could be that. It could be, except they did. Look, she's already posting. Except, come talk to Dmitriy Questions on YouTube. Except they did do something. They made me feel unsafe, and he was observing me continually without smiling at all. I appeared creepy, and the second I leave, he appears on the same floor. So you mean he appeared? So he literally did nothing to you. He literally did nothing to you. Go talk to Dmitry in the chat. Yeah, come over here. YouTube. Because this is crazy. I don't know. What is going on? On to the next one. Yeah, spirited beginning, 15. You're tripping. The person did nothing to you. You said he was walking. You said you were walking inside and he was walking towards you. Do you realize there's other hotel rooms all down the road probably? He wasn't walking to you. He was walking in the direction of... It's just insanity to me. Do you not understand this? She sounds paranoid or very self-absorbed. Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you talking about, lady? I'll tell her she sounds... He says, you sound paranoid and very self-absorbed and self-absorbed. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. What can I say? Sorry. So you're probably seeing this now, spirited beginning, or somewhere around now, or you probably rewound. But yeah, you're a nutbag. Stop being a nutbag. They did do something. Wait, no, hold on. I gotta reply to it. They're not required to fucking smile at you. They're not required to smile at you. Not required to smile at you. And you look at them too. Smile. They are not required to smile at you. Plus, you obviously looked at them too. You were obviously looking at them also yourself too. What is she talking about? If she's noticing them, that means she's also staring back, right? It's like, why are you looking at me? Stop looking at me. All right. Like, what the fuck? Come on, spirited beginning. You're tripping. Maybe she's setting up a YouTube account. She probably doesn't have a YouTube account to come tell me that maybe she's like 59 and she's very paranoid. That's what it sounds like. Except they did do something. They made me feel unsafe and he was observing me continually without smiling at all. It appeared creepy, and the second I leave, he appeared on the same floor. So how the fuck why did you appear on your same floor? So you're in trouble for appearing there too. What were you doing appearing on that floor right after you finished eating? Oh my goodness. It could be that, but I'm not skittish. I'm sorry, I'm focusing way too. I'm focusing way too long on that, but yeah, on to the next one. Sorry for calling you crazy, but you're probably crazy. All right. Leave the door ajar when I use the bathroom so my cat can come in. We don't care about that. Nail tech flaking on me for feeling scammed that my boyfriend pretended we had a landlord when he actually owns the house. Oh, damn. Let's see. Well, no, because he probably wouldn't have paid the damn bills. So me, 25-year-old female, and my boyfriend, 28-year-old male, have been dating for 4 years and living together for 3 years. When we first decided to move in together, we found this really cute small house in a nice neighborhood. He handled all the lease paperwork because he said he had a connection with the property manager and can get us a better deal. We split the rent, so he bought the house. He said he had a connection with the property manager and could get us a better deal. We split the rent 50-50 every month. I Venmo him my half, which is $1,200, and he pays it through some online portal. Over the last 3 years, our landlord has raised the rent twice. It was getting pretty tight for my budget, but my boyfriend always talked me down and said, wait, half, which is $1,200. How big is this house? Over the last 3 years, yeah, he has you paying off his mortgage. Our landlord has raised the rent twice. It was getting pretty tight for my budget, but my boyfriend always talked me down and said moving is too expensive, and the landlord is actually giving us a good deal for the area. Whenever something broke, my boyfriend would say he called the landlord and the guy was too busy to send maintenance, so my boyfriend would just fix it himself. I always thought he was just being a really good handy partner. Well, yesterday I was looking for a spare key in his office drawer because I misplaced mine. I moved the folder and saw a property tax document from the county. I honestly just glanced at it because our address was on it, but then I saw my boyfriend's name at the top as the sole property owner. I was so confused, so I went on to the county assessor website where you can search public property records. Guys, he bought this house 5 months before we moved in together. There is no landlord. He owns it. How the hell? And he showed it to you? Yeah. When he got home from work, I just put the tax paper on the kitchen island and asked him, damn, that's crazy. This is 28 minutes ago. And asked him who our landlord is. He looked at the paper and his face dropped, but then he immediately got super defensive. He admitted he owns the house, but said he had from me because he wanted to protect his assets in case we broke up. He said charging me rent is totally fair because I would have to pay rent anywhere else anyway, and he's just using my money to pay his mortgage. No, that's fucked up. I asked him why he faked the rent increases then. He literally said, well, the market rate went up, so it only made sense for my rent to go up too. I feel so incredibly sick and betrayed. I have been struggling to put money in my savings account because of these rent increases, and he has just been using me to pay off his house while lying to my face every single month. He even created a fake email address for the landlord that he would show me when he had to sign our fake lease renewals. Damn, that's dirty. He keeps telling me I am reacting and being financially immature. He said if we get married one day, the house will be partly mine anyway, so I shouldn't care. If we get married one day, what the fuck? That should be your house already. So I packed a bag and went to my sister's house, and he hasn't even called to apologize. He just sent a long text explaining how property taxes and home maintenance work. Am I wrong for feeling like I was scammed by this person I love? How did he even come back from a 3-year-long lie like this? Found out my boyfriend secretly owns the house we live in and has been acting as a fake landlord to charge me rent and fake rent increases for 3 years while I struggle to save money. That's kind of fucked up. That's kind of fucked up. Especially if would you have been fine? I mean, that's crazy because he manipulated her into seeing the house. Like, how the fuck? And I've been dating when we first decided to move in together, we found this really cute small house in a nice neighborhood. Yeah, how'd you find it? How'd you find the house? So, how'd you find this house? That's my question. How'd you find this house that he owned 5 months prior? 5 months prior. Yeah, he's a dick. But while I see, but no, I don't, because especially if like it was, I don't. It would have been better to just be honest and be like, yo, you're living here, you fucking paid this portion. Yeah, I bought the house, and fucking, I mean, that's kind of fucked up. How'd you find this house that he owned 5 months prior? Right thing to do would have been to be open about the ownership of the house and just ask you to pay rent of the house and just ask you to pay him rent. Why couldn't that be an option? I don't understand, especially if you own the fucking house. Why do you have to complete this fucking... That's crazy. I want to read what other people said. This is one of the simplest, brightest, most straightforward red flags I have ever seen. Bro lied to you to get you to pay half or more of his mortgage for years. You chipping in wouldn't be a ridiculous ask, but that's a complete different thing than what happened. Right, exactly. Dude's been lying to you about a serious financial decision for multiple years, and not just simple lie. He told you the landlord raised the price and that he pays through a portal. This is a complex, layered, absolutely insane level of lying. He tricked you into signing a legally binding document. Think about that. Run fast. What the fuck, man? Right. I wish I could. That's true. I mean, I'm so sorry for you. This is terrible. You need to break up with him regardless of you guys being together for so long, especially when he knew you were already struggling to pay the rent. That's a huge lie, which just means he could be lying about many other things. This man is not worth it. Right. And everyone else is covering the other points. I just have one to make. Please see, I just want to ask how they found this fucking house. Please see if everybody just wants to make their points. I have questions. Please see if you can check if the mortgage has a fixed or unlocked interest rate. It doesn't matter. It's his fucking mortgage. Just because the market fluctuates does not mean his actual. No shit. He's been fucking. This guy is like. This is like one of them dorks. It's like, oh, let me look at the fucking papers here. She's noticing them. That means she's. Yeah. Let me check your paperwork. What's going on? How do you even come back from a 3-year long lie like this? You walk out as soon as possible today if you can't. Unlawful representation, go to court. If he made you pay all his mortgage, it's a case against him. Oh shit, I didn't even know that. That's pretty, probably do have some kind of case. Not overreacting, I'm sorry, but this is a deal breaker. I don't think you can come back from this. Shit, this dude's a fucking menace. Run, get out. This is not a relationship you want to be in long term. It's one thing to want to protect your assets. It's another thing to lie about the way he did. Not overreacting is the fact that he lied to you for 3 years and not about him protecting his assets. A true partner would have told you they'd purchase a house and ask if you want to move in and share costs on it. What your boyfriend did is disgusting. Not overreacting, but I did look into it. But if this counts as fraud, maybe consult a lawyer. Sue. You mean your ex-boyfriend, right? Not overreacting. That's incredibly messed up for your boyfriend to be pretending to be your landlord. Scammed, he lied to you. So let me ask you a question. Somebody, right, that girl in her position, let's say she was going to accept her boyfriend's apology, and then she posts this, and then she reads all this. You think she's still going to, like, how? Reddit just decided her fate, her relationship's fate. That's crazy. People let Reddit decide their relationship's fate. It's based on the facts they put out there, you know? What if she left out the fact that she's a fucking meth addicted drug addict? You know what I mean? And like she steals from him every month, you know? Right. What if, I mean, we don't know. What if he's like fucking, you know, handicapped and she's like spending all kind of money and she's like, you know, like super materialistic and she would have never paid rent if she knew he owned the house. She could, it could be like that too. The bitch might have never paid rent, you know? Like, what do you mean? If he told me he owed the house, I wouldn't have paid rent. You know? And she did say, I struggled to put money into my savings, which says, I mean, she was still putting money into her savings, right? Or no? I don't get it. Damn, what the fuck? Not overreacting. Oh, what a freaky ass weird thing to do to your girlfriend. He was literally extorting you for money. It's not extorting, you idiot. Extorting it. Why are people so fucking dumb? It's like fraud. This is not extorting. Extorting would be extortion. Fuck this guy. I don't even care. As a way to make you feel crazy, stupid, and doubt the information that is right in front of your face. Don't let this shit bread. Yeah, okay, buddy. If you pay more than 15% of rent, you could probably file a lawsuit against him. Just saying, it might be worth discovering how much he owes a month. Yeah, right. Actually, yeah, that's the other question. How much is his mortgage, and how much was it every month that he? Right. Huh? How much was his fucking mortgage? That's what I want to know. Why can't I find my comment? Oh, I guess if we go here, and go here. There we go. How much was his mortgage? Check. You need to find out for the what he paid every month. What he paid every month. You guys lived there. You guys lived there and see if he lived there, and see if he charged you. If he charged you a fair rate, because really that would be like fair. I mean, I hate fair rate. That would really be the tell of if he's a good person or not, because like all this shit she's saying, like we don't know, you know. If he's charging her like a fair amount, you know, and his mortgage is fucking $2,800, you know, and she's paying $1,200, then it's not a bad deal. What the hell is she complaining about? Am I wrong? That would really be the tell. I mean, what if he's right? What if her mortgage? What if his mortgage is 5,000 and he lied to her and she's only paying 1,200? Now is she in the wrong? Now is he in the wrong? Now she. You see how crazy, like, how people don't do, like, information left out that nobody takes into account, that everybody just assumes. So everybody just assumes that the more, that their mortgage is more than what she was paying, Why? Shit, if they're in California, there is no mortgage that's less than half of that, Not saying that's where they're at, I don't know, but it's crazy. People just assume shit. Exactly. Right. That would really be the tell. So that's kind of fucked up. How'd you find this house that he owned 5 months prior? How much was his mortgage? You need to find out what he paid every month you guys lived there and see if he charged you a fair rate. That would really be the tell. Right thing to do would been to be open about the ownership of the house and just ask you to pay him rent. Correcto mundo. All right. How do we change our name here? Anybody know how to change our name? I'm not going to take any more than 2 seconds doing it, but that's not how you do it. Stroby, you know how to do it. How do you change your name on Reddit? Oh, I have this amazing thing called Google. Change your name on Reddit. Reddit usernames can be changed once the account is established. If you sign up with a Google account, you may change it once by visiting your profile in the app. Otherwise, you must create a new account to use a different nickname. Right. No, but that's not. Visit your profile settings to see the option to change is available. Right. So where would it would be open profile menu, edit avatar, achievements, advertise settings, account, email address, account. Okay, let's see, where would it be? Profile. That's display name. Yay. There we go. Change your display name won't change your username. Changing your display name won't change your username. But this is going to show up what people we're going to say. YouTube. That's not, there's no way they're going to let me make that my name. Changing your display name won't change your username. So that's going to be my display name, Dmitriy Questions on YouTube. Okay, that's great. There's no way that's my name. Where's my username? Content manage what shows on your profile. I don't care about none of this. I don't care about none of that. None of that. I just want my name to change. It's still Icy Chemical, damn it. All right. I don't, sadly. You don't. It's not important. I'm getting off. It's Friday. It's an amazing day to be alive. It's March 13th. Make something. Do something today that will create some motivation for you. Challenge yourself to do one task. Challenge yourself to do a task every morning that will create some motivation. So, Josh on Twitch, you too, all of you, anybody who's watching, and your goals. Write your goals. Do it for a month. Or is it too hard to write them down? I mean, I know it's kind of hard to get a pen and paper and take 10 minutes doing something that's going to massively improve your life. But I understand. I love you all. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back tomorrow between 6 and 7. And Saturdays and Sundays.